This is a community in engagement, and then it's a place where we help ourselves to get better. Some of us are not new to my story, or my story is not new to you. Um, every opportunity that we have to learn, we just have to take advantage of it. Someone that did not know anything about computer science or anything about computer, but from one learning to another, we pick learning from here, we pick learning from there, and today, to the glory of God, that is the path that I now, tread. So please, I will be begging, persuading us to take advantage of this. This is recorded, right? Now, just this week that was concluded, this same, some of the things, I may not say this, but what we want to do today, I also did part of it for an organization, in short, not an organization, government-sponsored training, all right, which we all know, 3MTT, that government is sponsoring. And I've been on the faculty for some time. My point is that government is paying for this. That means people are paying for it, but we are bringing it to the community, sharing ideas, rubbing minds together. Every one of us, we are busy, but out of our busy schedules, uh, Joseph will reach out, being a community leader, Olawale will reach out to say, what can we do? Can we do this? That's how to grow. That's how to hold ourselves and help ourselves to get better. Every opportunity that we know that is going to put us in the right path, yes, this community is there to do that. There's a big announcement before we start. Um, Joseph, he's on this call, and we are planning to empower university in Port Harcourt. Joseph has been on that engagement trip for me. He's been in Port Harcourt for some time trying to do the groundwork. He's not doing it for payment. He's out of passion. It's out of something. I was in the university before. Now I'm an alumni. What can we do to impact them? Nobody is going to give him 1 naira. We are not doing it to get 1 naira. But I'm just trying to let you know. I was thinking that we have a larger house or full house so that we can say who are the community members that are in Port Harcourt, so that all of us we can say, so I'm in Port Harcourt, me, I'm in Port Harcourt. Okay, since you are in Port Harcourt on ground, we are bringing empowerment, community empowerment to Port Harcourt, so that the community members can then rally around and then we ensure that we do that. Of course, I'm just trying to let you know that we are planning to empower the student of university in Port Harcourt, just to let you know, right? And that is born out of not financial, whatever, it's a born out of passion in order to empower the community. It's just to let you know that that's a big announcement. A lot of things are happening behind the scene. But why are we here today? We are here because we still want to learn one or two things, how to do things better. And I believe we are going to pick one or two learnings. So I will hand over to Joseph. Joseph is the one that is going to be facilitating this session. So let us please celebrate Joseph with emoji, thumbs up, clap, and all of that. So Joseph, please, you can take it away.
All right. Thank you very much for that, Mr. G. And I don't think there's any other thing to add to everything he said. We're working on something. And just a quick one. We are starting with River State University, then we'll move to Uniport. Right. So let's get down to the business of the day. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Sharing now.
Yes, I can see your screen. Please go ahead.
Okay, right. So there are certain things we want to look at today. We are looking at data validation and logical statements. What is data validation? I'm sure that a lot of us in our various organizations, we work a lot with Excel, and sometimes we take surveys or we send certain files where we require other people to make inputs, right? And anybody that has been a data analyst or a data entry officer or somebody that has worked with data that multi people had access to, I am sure that the data cleaning was a headache for you. But there's a way that you can avoid that entirely. If you do not give them an access to input whatever they like, right? That way you have limited the entry to what you want, what you expect it to be. That process is called data validation. You are validating the data that is being entered into your Excel sheet. Except maybe in cases where the options are not black or white, and there are freedom of expression is required, then you can go ahead. But in these cases, you are looking at data where data validation is needed. Now, in this case over here, we have an order entry form. This is just a sample data of certain orders by customers, the products that they bought, the quantity, their unit price, and if at all they had any discounts and when the order was made. Now I'm going to be having different order status because this is we want to simulate a real life data. We would have certain things like some order status will be pending, some will be processing, some would have been shipped, some would have been delivered, and unfortunately some may be cancelled, right? Now if you want to give this thing to your entry officer and say, okay, please look at these orders, what is the status for these orders? Now we are going to use data validation here. And sorry, if I'm moving too fast or I'm speaking too fast or too slow, please let me know. You can raise your hand or drop a chat or even unmute. It's fine, as long as we are all carried along. Now, I'm going to open a new sheet over here. And this is where I'm going to put my order status, something like pending. I'm going to come over here and put processing. I'm going to come to the next line and say this order was shipped. Then the next one, it was delivered. And lastly, for the ones that were cancelled. Right. Now, this is the part where I want to put my entries, right? These are where my entries will go. I will come to my data tab and go to my data validation. I'll do a drop down here. You see data validation again, click on that. This one, it says it allows any value, but that's not what we want. We're looking at the list is a list we want. So click on list, and then it is asking you this list that you want to drop here. Where is the source? I'll click on this drop down, go to my sheet 1 and pick this. For now, these are the ones that are here, so I can pick this, or I can just pick the whole of this column in case I add other things later, but I don't think I will add other things. So for now, I'm just going to pick this, and then I'll say okay. So automatically, you can see that there's a drop down here, right? There's a drop down everywhere. So if I come here, I can now say this order, has it been pending? Is it processing? Has it been shipped, delivered, or cancelled? Anyone that belongs to this order, I'll come here and say, for example, if it is delivered, I'll say delivered, and that's it. You can see that this is cleaner. Data entry has been taken care of with data validation. But just in case somebody wants to now say, no, I want to impute by myself, or they don't even know what this arrow means, right? The drop down arrow means they've not seen it before. So they didn't know that they were supposed to click on this place to see the options. They want to type in by themselves. Let's say somebody comes here and say, I don't know. I don't know what the status is. It comes here and it says the value does not match data validation restriction defined for this cell. If you retry, it will still give you the same thing. If you cancel. Now, let's now point people to the right place. In case for the people that don't know what this is, let's point them to the right direction. I want to pick here again, go back to my data validation and say input message. Let there be a message there. So I will say data field. This can be different for everybody. You can name it whatever you want to name it. Then in this message, I will say click the drop down. Say okay. So you can see that immediately anywhere that it comes here, you are seeing the message. The person is not knowing that they need to click this drop down. So already you are guiding them to where they need to go. they can't now start imputing anything that they like. But let's now say, okay, well, you have those ones that are very stubborn. You cannot tell them anything. You want to drop a message for them again. And I will come here and say data validation, error alerts. What should happen? What should this person see when they keep imputing things that are not there? The title, and I want to name it, say, we will report you to HR. At least when the person keeps saying this, they will know that they're doing something wrong. So let's say again, I don't. Are you seeing what is happening here? Said, we'll report you to the HR because we have given you everything that you need to know, that you need to click on this drop down, right? Click on this drop down, and that's it. You can fill all your other status with this. Now,
Just a
for
moment,
those of us,
Joseph. Sweton said, please enlarge your screen. But let me ask Sweton. Sweton, is he okay now? Vivian, your hand is up. Please go ahead, sir.
Okay, I'm taking you back a bit. The first data validation you did, what did you click on where you have to go take the range of cells? Can you quickly show me, please?
okay. So
Okay.
now let's use this place. So I'll just click the range of cells where you want your drop down to appear, and then I'll click
Okay.
on data validation again, and then in these settings, it says any value, but I want a list
Okay.
values. Then I'll now click on the where it says source. I'll click on this, and then I'll go to the destination where my entries are, and then I'll pick it.
Okay. All right.
Jump down and say okay. Right. So if you see this place now, automatically they're appearing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Does that solve that?
Yes, it does. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Now, for the person that says I should enlarge my screen is in full enlargement. Can the person see properly now?
Well, maybe internet when it joins, when it rejoins, I'll
Maybe
let
she
you know.
wanted you to zoom
Instead of
the sheet.
100%, instead of 100%, you can make it 120.
Yeah, I mean something like
I think,
that.
yeah, it's okay.
Okay. All right. All right. So now, for those of us that like to beautify, all right, we want to add some colors and some things to make it look more beautiful and appealing to the eye. There's something we can do about that. Now, remember, we have added our data validation, we have given our warning, we have encouraged them to know what to do. But this time, we want to make it more appealing. I can select everything here. Select my total range, which is like my table. I'll come to home, conditional formatting, and new rules because I want to set a new set of rules. Now, I'll go to this last one that says use a formula to determine which cell is which cells to format. That is the one I'm interested in. I click on that. Now, I will come into this place, right? This is the particular column that I'm interested in, which is column I5. That is where my table starts from, I5. I will say equal to $sign I5. Now, so in case we're not confused, right? This $sign that I'm putting here is a reference. I'm sure some of us understands reference, but if in case we don't understand reference is what you put in a particular cell to tell your Excel that, okay, it's either I don't want you to move from this column or from this row. But most of us are aware, do we understand referencing? Or do I need to explain a bit? People on this cell, can we, on the call, can we drop a chat or something? Mr. Jide, can you please help?
Maybe you
we
can
understand
proceed.
referencing. We can
Olawale,
proceed.
are
Okay.
you?
No, I understand. I was just going to say maybe if nobody's responding, you can just continue. If anybody needs help, they
Okay.
will speak up.
All right, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Now, we are making sure that it does not move from our column I5, then equal to, then I want to say if my order status is delivered, I'm using double quotes because it's a text. I'll say delivered. Format it. I want the fill color to be green. Let's use this light green. Okay, this is good. Okay. Okay. I want to do it again. New rules. Go to column I5. If it is cancelled, then I want it to be right. Okay. And then lastly, if it is and $sign I5 equal to shipped. So if it is shipped, then I want it to be, say, light blue. Let's use this. Okay. Okay, let's stick to this one first. Right. Now, in this first one, I'm looking at it. I say, okay, I think this order was cancelled. So I click on this. Can you see what happens? Immediately, the whole row of that cell is colored in red. I come to this one, I say, oh yes, the customer called me that they got it. This one was delivered. So we say it was delivered. Now, this one, I think it has been shipped, or not think, let's say I know it has been shipped. So we have blue, right? So this one now, you are using it to add extra colors, making it more beautiful and defined. Anywhere that they see red, they know that, okay, this order was cancelled. Anywhere they see green, they know that the order was delivered. Anywhere they see blue, they know that it has been shipped. No, but these other ones, we didn't add any color to it, so it probably remain the same, right? So this is how you do your data validation, controlling what people input into your data, giving them warning signals, and also guiding them to know what to do. So this already, you are doing everything at a place. You are doing data validation. You are doing a form of guidance or training, because this box alone tells this person that in case you don't know what is going on here, just click the drop down. You will see all the options. So you are guiding people, you are doing your data validation, you are controlling inputs of data, and of course, you are adding some color beautification or color coding to give your data a very, very beautiful format. This that we just did right here, we can serve you in a long way, because like I mentioned earlier, if you've worked with data that a lot of people had access to and you're doing data cleaning, it is one of the hardest things you will do, because you are trying to understand what some people are saying, what they even mean by this thing that they impute. You now start looking for people up and down. But why do that when you can control the inputs in your data? So I don't know if for this particular one, we have any questions before we move to the next topic that we have. So do we have any question on this? Any questions? All right,
Sorry,
so
I'm
no
taking you back.
question.
I'm taking you.
Okay, all right.
You see what you did, what you showed me just now. I tried to do it, but for some reason, it's not. It's just the drop down is only one cell.
One cell. Okay,
Yes.
so
Okay,
how are you?
just a moment. Maybe you want her to share. Is it possible,
Yes.
Vivian, to share your screen
Okay.
so that I can
Yes.
guide you
Let
if
me
it
share
is?
my
If
screen.
not, okay, great.
Yes.
All right, so let me unshare so you can share your screen.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
So, Joseph,
All right, so please do the data validation again. Let's see. Click on the drop down. Click on the drop down
No,
there.
no,
Let me
no,
see
no,
what's
no,
the
no, sorry, just a
Okay, let me show
moment,
you what
just a
I'm-
moment.
Yeah.
Vivian, select
Yes.
another cell. Oh, I think, no, 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 no. Did you remove it? Select the first cell because I saw two
You see this?
drop down. Select the first cell,
Yes. I
the
selected
first
it.
one.
Yes.
Okay, maybe my internet, there is a delay. You've not selected first. Oh, great. Okay, I get it, it's fine. So Joseph, go ahead. I thought I saw two drop down.
Yeah, it looked like
Okay.
two,
So
but it's
Joseph,
one.
please go ahead.
All
Okay.
right. So click on the
Another
drop
one.
down that is there. Click on the processing again and click on the drop down. Let's see what is coming out.
Everything in the sheet one, the way you put it.
Okay. I can't see that though, but try clicking something
Yeah, I
else.
can also see it. So that means it's your internet or something.
Really? Can you see the drop down? Can you see the
Yes,
values?
drop it down. Drop the drop down down. But we cannot. Oh, are you sharing a portion of your screen or you're
I
sharing the
think so.
entire?
Yes. I'm not sure they're sharing the
So
entire
you're only sharing windows. That's why we can't see
Okay,
that.
let me share everything. Let me share the entire screen.
All right.
Entire screen, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you can
Okay.
drop it down now.
Yeah.
But Joseph will guide you.
Okay,
Vivian,
can
you
you
can
see?
use the drop down now.
Yeah, I've
Nope,
done that.
we
Can you see?
can't. Okay, so yes, yeah, I can see it now.
Yes.
So Joseph, please
Okay.
go ahead.
All right. So select something else. Select maybe delivered. Delivered. Let's see delivered. Okay.
Okay.
So try another. Go to under it. Try another one.
Noted.
Okay. So I think you didn't select the whole cell. Now, select the range of I7 to I20. Good. Yes. Select everything so
I7.
that everything, the entire. Okay. Good. Right. Now go to your data. Why is it
Don't
grayed
copy
out?
because you
Wait, I think
copied.
copied, yes.
Because
Yeah.
you copied. You don't have to copy. No. Press escape on your keyboard. Correct is no. Don't type in the cell.
Okay, yeah.
Correct. So you're fine now.
Validation.
Yes.
List.
List.
Source.
Source.
Now.
So click on that arrow at the bottom there. There's the arrow under the X.
Yes.
Okay. Click on that the source again.
I've clicked on
The
it.
up arrow there. Good.
I've
Now
done that.
where's your sheet one? Go to your sheet one. Now select the entire.
Yeah.
Okay. Now click on that box, that small box there. Good. Okay. Now try it.
Okay. I was meant to
So you
select the
didn't
cells.
select the entire column where
Okay.
you want your data to
Before
be.
going back. Okay, I've done it. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Sharing that.
Okay. So any other person having any issue, or can we move ahead? All right, so I'll take it as no. So let me share my screen again. Please let me know when you can see my screen.
You can see your screen.
All right. So now that we have this sheet one that I use for my data validation, I can hide it so that they don't know where that entry is coming from. So they will not go and tamper with it. So I can hide it, but it is definitely still working. Right now, in this other one, we want to use logical statements, our if, and then pair it with and or, right? I'm sure most of us here already know our if statements, right? If statements gives us a logical test, a certain condition. I attended university. If it is true, that's the logical statement. I attended a university. If it is true that I attended a university, what should happen? Let's say graduates. If it is not true, I say dropouts or something. Right? That is normal if statement. Now we want to pair it with more powerful logics like and or, right? And that enables us to have more if statements, more conditions, right? If you want to have more conditions under the if statements, more than one condition, you have to do a nested if. But if you have your and or, you can have more conditions without even doing a nested if, right? Let's get into that. Now, in this our employee record, we have the employee name, the department, the job level, the years, the salary, and the their score, and also if their targets were met. Now, we want to check status. We are seeing that we have some of our employees here that have been with us for a while, right? 3, 5, 7, 12 years, 13 to 18 years. We want to now say, okay, we've been in existence for a while. We want to make sure that the people that have been with us are earning fairly according to industry standard. We want to make sure that the work you have put in and the loyalty that you have shown us for being with us for so long, it's well paid, right? Now, that is where we now have a conditional statement, which is your if paired with the and. Now, I want to come here. What is the condition that I want to do? I want to say that if you have been with us for over 5 years, from 5 years and above, and you are not earning up to 500,000, we should review your salary. Your salary needs to be reviewed. But if you are not up to 5 years, whatever your salary is, we are still active in the system. We'll look at you, get to you later, right? Because we are sure that we pay fairly at least. But people that are 5 years and above, we want to make sure that they are happy because they are our core staffs. Now, I want to say if, open brackets, and, open brackets. What this and just means, right, is let me use a quick everyday example. If I have a younger brother or a younger sister and I said, okay, Grace, I'm feeling hungry. I need a quick snack. I need you to go and get me some bread and drink, right? And then I give her money to go to the store nearby the house. If she goes by and the store and brings only a drink, but there's no bread, has she met the condition? I'm sure the answer is no, because it says and buy me bread and drink. I did not say buy bread or drink. Or is optional. As long as you get one, you are fine. But and is a strong statement that ties the both of them together. You cannot do one without the other. The condition is not met. Right. Now, you can see with the and, you're already seeing that you can have more than one logic. You're saying logic 1, logic 2, and the rest may be. Right. Now, we want to say that if this is greater than or equal to 5, right? Comma. And this one is lesser than or equal to, let's say, 499,999, which is just lesser than 500,000, right? I'll close that. What should happen if the value is true? If this is true, the person has been with us for more than 5 years, but they are not earning up to 500,000. If it is true, what did we say that we are going to do? We said that we want to review salary, right? So
Yeah.
put it in quote and say review salary. But if not, we are still active. We'll get to you later. We are sure that we are paying you quite well, right? Now, if I look at this, I close my brackets and then I say enter. What does it say? It's active, but I want to drop this down. So it sees the people that we need to review their salary. At a stretch, you can see it already. This person has been with us for 8 years, is not earning up to 500. Person has been with us for 12 years, not earning up to 500. Person has been with us for 13, not earning up to 500. You can see that even though one of the condition was met, this person has been with more than 500, more than 5 years, but the other one was not met. So we still need to review their salary. If I change this and say, oh, we'll now swap this. It's the exact opposite. Let me not tamper with this. We'll do something with that. We'll get to that. Let's just leave this one the way it is for now. Right. Now, for their bonus eligibility, we want to know that, okay, are they eligible for bonus? How do we counter that? We want to say that, okay, this time around, we want to reduce the bar a little and say 4 years. Initially, when we were reviewing salary, it was 5 years, but 4 years too, I've tried, right? We'll now say, if you are 4 years, but your score, what do they call this? Appraisal score, beautiful. Your appraisal score has to be doing well. We don't care if you have been with us for 100 years, but you are scoring something very low. It's bad. So your appraisal score has to be good. And appraisal is what you use to check if an employee is performing. Are they meeting their KPIs? Are they delivering value to the business? Right. That is how you now check if their eligibility to receive bonus or not. Now, we want to add some color coding to it, right? We want to add some color coding to it. So people that are going to be receiving the bonus, which is a yes or no. So if the person is eligible, we'll say yes, the person is eligible. If the person is not eligible, we'll say no, the person is not eligible. So the two options that we'll be having is yes or no. So let's do a color coding here that if it is yes, it will be green. But if it is no, it will be a light red somehow, right? So let's do that. I'm going to come here, select all the system. If you remember what we did in the other one, we came here, we did a new row. Come here and say equal to, that will be K6 $sign K6 if it is yes. We want a light green. Okay. Assign K6 equal to, if it is no, we want a little bit of this. Okay. Right. So it is not appearing here yet. Nothing is showing here yet because we've not had anything here. So let's do our logical statements. I want to say if and, right. So what is the condition again? If this particular person is greater than or equal to 4, the other one is, let's look at this. Let's find somewhere in the middle. The person must be doing at least 3.5 and above. 3.5 and above seems fair. So it should now be this greater than or equal to 3.5. Right. Close the bracket. So now this person should have bonus. Yes. Or no. If it is not true. So you can see what is happening. Because it is yes, if you remember the condition, the color coding, yes, green, no, a little bit of red. So let's drag down. So you can see what we're having here. So this This is how you can check these things. We have checked if the person should review our salary using set condition. Now, this is the one that I'm using for my example. When you're working in your organizations or companies, you know certain condition that you need to use it for. But I'm just giving you scenarios where you can use multiple logical statements using the AND statements to power your if statements. And also do the eligibility status to receive bonus or not. So I want to know if we had any question on this before we move to the last topic for the day. So do we have any question on this particular one, or it is clear? Okay, all right. So there's no question, which means that we are good to. So let's look at the last cell. Now, this is an inventory tracker for those of us that are working in manufacturing, that are working in warehousing, that are working in logistics and the rest of it, right? Well, I'm sure that we have seen something like this. It is mostly what we use. I try to touch in as many fields as possible so I can bring it close to home. So it doesn't look like I'm speaking gibberish. It's something that we can see in our day-to-day activity, right? So now, over here, we have inventory of our stocks. We have our stock name, the item, the category, the stock quantity, the minimum stock, and the maximum stock. And this is the unit cost. Now, these three fields are very, very important for us because it enables us not looks like we are working unprepared or we are a company that we're not ready. Imagine a customer comes to our store and says, okay, for example, I need about a laptop Pro 15. I need 20 pieces of it. If you look at our store, we have 12, which means that we are not even prepared to receive the customer's order, right? It's an issue. So this now, we now have a minimum stock, right? The company decides this. I just gave this as a random value. Some companies will tell you that no matter what, in our warehouse, we must not have less than 200 of this particular item. We must not have less than 200 and we must not have more than, say, 1,000 because we don't also want to keep it for so long for it to start developing issues. We want to make sure that we have enough to sell. And as we sell, we make sure that we replace. So they give you minimum stock and they give you maximum stock. And then this is the current stock quantity that you have. In this case, the current stock quantity is more than the minimum stock, which is we are okay somehow. This one is worse because we have 3 stock left, but the minimum stock that we should be having should be 10. So whoever is doing this inventory is in serious trouble if somebody comes to buy wireless mouse, because you need to answer why you allow the stock to go below the minimum value. Now, how do we check and say we have this? Let's know and start checking if we are above, below, we are okay, or we need to reorder. How do we check that? It's the same thing. We're going to use our if statements, right? And I'm going to come here and I'll say if this particular quantity stock is equal to 0, that's if we don't even have anything at all, right? What does that mean? It means we are out stock, right? We are out of stock. Now, I'm going to do a nested if here. Now, I'm going to now say if this one, our stock quantity is lesser than our minimum value, right? So that means that we are low on stock. Otherwise, we are okay. The stock quantity should not be lower than the minimum stock, right? That's the condition. So I'll say if the stock quantity is lower than this one, the minimum stock, then that means that we are low on stocks, or let's just say low stocks directly. Low stocks. Otherwise, we are okay. Right. We are okay. Right. Now, I want to do something here. I want to add something. Let's just make it a little bit tricky. Let's say in this okay, I want to add a check mark. So I will do my Windows and hold my full stop, Windows full stop sign. Then I'll say points. Check. I'm looking for our, okay, let's use this. So now I want to drop down. So automatically, you can see the ones that we are low on stock automatically, and we are seeing the ones that we are still okay. So this way, our stockkeeper will not be caught on fresh, if I can use that language. You will not be caught unawares and say, this person wants to buy something, but I did not know that we were low on stock. This particular one is even out of stock. We don't have anything at all. This, I'm using this, this is a sample data. So it is, you can scan it with your eyes. But imagine if there were thousands or hundreds of thousands of this. I promise you, you will miss some with your eye that they are zero. So this is where this comes in handy. You can automatically see the ones that are out of stock, the ones that are low on stock, or the ones that you are okay, you are doing good. Now, which ones do we need to reorder? Which ones do we need to reorder? Right. So now we want to set a condition now that this particular one, this our stock quantity should, if you minus it from this one, it should not be less than 10. So which means that our minimum, the stock quantity that we have will be above the minimum by 10. So we are always above. We are always above. We do not let it to hit the threshold and then start panicking. We want to make sure that it is always above the threshold by 10 at least, right? Then how do we do that? We want to say if our logical statement is this one minus this, if it is lower than 10, what should happen? Then I'll say reorder needed. Yeah, let's use that. Reorder needed. Otherwise, I will say no action. They are fine. Don't panic. Right? Let's add some this thing to it. So let's use our Windows Lightning. Then on this, let's use this. So we are fine. Right. Drop down here. So you can see this, that for this, we need to reorder because we are above the threshold, but we are getting low. This is just only 7, right? So if we have an order that is a little bit on the high side, we will still be in trouble. So we want to make sure that we are at least 10 above the threshold, which is the minimum stock. So we need to check the ones that we are reordering or the ones that we have no action. We are fine, we are set. Right. So this is how you check your stock, your inventory using your logical statements, your if, and all. Of course, we looked at our data validation, where we validated our data to control data input. So with this now, I want to know if we have any questions, if there's anything you would like me to go over again, anything you didn't understand, before we call it a day. So this is the part where we answer any questions that are available.
Yes, Vivian,
Anybody?
go ahead.
I was just going to say, is it possible to drop the formula?
The
chat
formulas.
box.
Yes,
In
we
chat
can
box.
drop the formula. Or what I can even do is I can save these sheets with the formula and everything and send it to the group. Would that be okay?
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. So do we have any other question?
Any other question for, okay, people are celebrating it, so I guess everyone is fine. Mr. Jacob, do you have questions? Callista, are you fine? Is everything that we did today clear to you? Joseph, don't stop sharing. Okay, I think we are good. So I think we are good. So thank you so much, Joseph. And I believe that everyone, he simplified it and then he didn't hide anything. Everything he was doing, he was saying it. And that is a way to ensure that, effective teaching is done. So once again, I want to say thank you, everyone. You can see today we are not going to spend any extra time. We'll just hang it here and then we'll call it a day. So we'll communicate. But if you have any feedback or something, you are free. Of course, I really want you to even react. So everyone, you have few seconds to react to, okay, what are the things you've learned today? If you're on this call, did you pick any new thing? Yes, I think we need to have that. So Vivian, you can go first. It's fine.
Yes, this funny, interestingly, this came at a good time because recently I just reading about data validation, data quality improvements, accuracy, and then I'm reading about setting up checks to do, like when you're doing data entry, how you have to do it drop down. Basically, I'm just doing the theory, and then this is the practical, so it's just perfect. I now understand it better, what I've read. So yeah, I've learned Excel because Excel is something I'm trying to, improve on. So this is very useful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I'm happy that it came at the right time.
Yeah.
Mr. Jacob, do you have anything to say? Did you learn something? Is it useful to you? Callista, do you have any feedback, any comment, any reaction? Alawali, do you have something to contribute? Do you have something to say? Comment, feedback? Okay, I see thumbs up from Callista. Awesome. Okay.
All right. I just want to encourage, first of all, I want to say thank you to Mr. Joseph for a fantastic delivery. His voice was steady and he wasn't moving too fast. So that's why everybody could follow. Well done, bros. God bless you. Then to every other person, I will encourage you to please practice and practice and practice. That's how you're going to be able to master these things that have been given to you. And yes, that's what I've got to say. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Please do enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now. For the Port Harcourt event, we would, of course, carry everyone along. So I think we'll drop the message in the community WhatsApp group, and so that we can all ensure that everything that or everyone that is in that location can be part of it. So please enjoy the rest of the day. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.